In this video, we are looking at three IEMs which are priced under $100. I usually have not been making videos in this price range, but I believe you guys will like this one plenty, if not a lot. This is comprising of three IEMs in a slightly different price range, I'll have to say, because the Olina SE is $100, single DD. All these IEMs are single DD. There is no hybrid or anything like that in this video. So all these have single DD drivers. The NFaudio NA3 is a single DD too, and I have had been listening to this for a while. This has been one of my favorite IEMs in the below $100 price range. Doesn't matter what kind of drivers they are incorporating. This single DD IEM has been one of my favorites, no doubt about that. Olina SE is very good too. This is, as I said, $100, and the extra money is spent on the build quality, I believe, and the cable is the most compliant of this video, along with the tin T2 cable. Both these cables are very similar, fairly supple. There is no bounciness to them. There is no microphonics either. While the NFaudio NA3 cable, you guys can see, is not the most compliant kind of cable. There is a bit of bounciness. There's a bit of memory issue with this cable. Now this is $80. This is priced at $80, and the tin T2 is priced at $60. So you guys can see these are like slabs, uh, 60, 80, 100. So all these three IEMs are not in exactly same price category, but they belong to the below 100 price range. And do I believe that any of these are the best? Yes, the NA3 is one of the best in the below $100 price range, while this one is an excellent IEM for those who are looking for a bit of entry, a bit of reasonable entry into the audiophile hobby kind of stuff. This is fairly easy to wear. There are no issues with fitting either. So this is one of the best IEM. Well balanced. This is not a basic IEM or anything like that. There is no aggression like the first generation. The first generation, I had the first generation, the tin T2. I believe it was the Pro version. That was Pro had a slightly different kind of cable. That there was no difference in the build quality, anything like that. But that one was splashy. The treble was not exactly tamed or anything like that. That was kind of aggressive with the sharpness too. It was a bit sharp, and the bass was on the lighter side. I'm not exactly sure what they did with the in between models, because I didn't bother about them. Now when I have the Tinhifi T2 DLC, I'll have to say that this is well balanced. The bass is tight. There's reasonable punch. It's not very punchy or anything like that. The area of impact isn't exactly great in any sense, but it is fairly good, very similar to the Olina is slightly more voluminous in that regard. The area of impact is slightly bigger, but both have similar kind of weight to them, average weight, if I have to say. Both have similar kind of weight to them, while the na3 is slightly slower with the punch. It is a bit more voluminous. There is a bit of weight to it, and the area of impact is bigger. If I have to give on texture, the Na3 is more textured. It has the amount of precipitation and stuff. Yeah, the decay is slow, as I said. It is slightly on the slower side, but it is more fun, a bit more involving kind of. There is the thump, the slam is there. All these have good sub bass extension, but the Na3 is the best when it comes to the sub bass extension. The worst one being when it comes to sub bass extension is the Olina SE. This doesn't have a lot of sub bass extension, but the mid bass and other stuff are very good amount of texture. There's good amount of details. It is much more inclined towards precision and bit of accuracy, and the level of details is very good too. But I will not say this is the best IEM if you are looking for a bassy signature. If you are looking for a basic signature, the Na3 is the best option I can see here. So now moving on to the mid and treble range, all these are very similar. There aren't a lot of differences when it comes to those, but I somehow feel that the NA3 is a bit more robust since it has a bit more taller stage, taller notes, and it feels like a bit more complete than these two. These two are slightly dwarf in the notes height region, while this one is better with that. And the sonics, the sonicality, cue placement and instrument placement, that transient detail of the NA3 is excellent. There are no doubts about that. If you want a sonic experience, NA3 is the one to get. Yes, the cable is not exactly great. You might want to change the cable at a further point of time, but this is a very sonically capable IEM. I really love using this IEM for its sonic abilities. Treble, none of these IEMs have harsher treble. Okay, no questions about that. These are fairly tolerant to the treble region. There are no exaggeration of the treble region. While the original T2 was a bit more exaggerated with the treble region, this T2 DLC is not exactly a treble oriented IEM. This is a more balanced, more leveled IEM. There is no aggression with the treble, and you guys can see all these are 2 pin. Even the T2 is 2 pin, so very good build quality and stuff. There are no issues of MMCX or anything like that. So these are some of the best IEMs. I'll have to say that there have been some competition in this price range, but yes, these are very good IEMs. I somehow feel that Olina SE isn't exactly very dynamic or anything like that. The sonics is slightly suppressed. The contrast between background and foreground instruments are slightly less contrasty. There is a reasonable contrast, but the contrast isn't on the softer side. Okay, they kind of feel like they are a bit more transparent than they are supposed to be. There should be something hiding behind some other instruments, but it has the extra level of transparency that some love. Some really like the extra level of transparency. If you want the extra bit of transparency, you do not care about a lot of sonic abilities and kind of stuff, this is a very good IEM. The cable is good, the build quality is very good, and you get a case. You get a case too. Both these do not have a case, and this is a very decent looking case. I have no issues with the case. It looks nice and has plenty of space inside it too. So that's the bonus when you pay a bit more extra. Metal build quality, slightly better cable and stuff. The the issue with tin T2, I believe, might be the lack of stage size. Uh, the One of the bigger problem I saw with the tin T2 set of tips is that there is no variation. Okay, they do not have a wide bore variant. All these tips are narrow bore. You guys can see all these tin T2 tips are narrow bore tips. So they should have provided this IM with a wider bore tips, which might have improved its stage size. This has the smallest stage size, but dynamics and the contrast of this IM is slightly better than the Olina SE. Olina SE is um, kind of flatter. It kind of feels like it is not exactly dynamic or anything like that. But if you want that extra bit of dynamism and stuff, I find the NFaudio NA3 to be the best option here. Very good IM priced at $80. Yes, the cable isn't exactly great, but it sounds great. If you are more about the sound quality, sonics and stuff, the NFaudio NA3 is the one to get. There aren't a lot of accessories in here or anything like that. I have unboxed all these IEMs, you guys can see, but sonics slightly bassy, very good details and stuff, but not the best detailed IEM in this price range. If you want details, you can look at this, but the dynamics are not exactly great. Olina SE isn't exactly a very dynamic or very musical or fun or anything like that. It is slightly on the transparent, detailed, and accuracy oriented IEM, but then again, it still is not the best IEM. Now, Tin T2, I'll have to say at $60, $60 at $60, this is an excellent IEM. No questions about that. This kind of really nails it. At $60, I should not be complaining. This is balanced. If you want a balanced sounding IEM, if you want a IEM to start with, this is one of the best IEM to get yourself a pair of whiteboard tips maybe to aid the sound stage. The sound stage is decent, but when compared to this two, the sound stage of this is not exactly great. In any case, all these are very good IEMs. Pick any, you will not be disappointed. Pick them on the pros and keep the cons in your mind, and you will be happy with your choices. So this is it, guys. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Enjoy.